Hello, everyone. Welcome to this week's edition of Locker Room Live. I'm so glad that you're here watching this. This is actually episode 10, and this week's theme is everything is relevant. Guys, it's amazing. Today is a really special day for me. 11 years ago today, my wife and I took our first date and met each other for the first time face to face. So really special day, and we've got a delayed 4th of July celebration this evening. So it's been a busy day, but I'm glad that you guys are here. So let's go ahead and discuss this a little bit. Everyone has time wasted in their past. Okay? We all have time that we've wasted in our past. Time is precious, and your future is priceless. So I want you to kind of think about that and just think about everything that happens in life and just kind of digest that for a little bit. Let's go on to the quote of the show. Quote of the show this week: "A man who lives fully is prepared to die at any time." And that comes from Mark Twain. All right, guys, we're going to dig into some meat here in a little bit, but it's time for today's featured product. All right, so first up, and I actually got two that I want to share, two of them, because these two products, a lot of people are, maybe they got behind a little bit on their weight loss goals, and they really are just looking for something super fast that can be super helpful on their weight loss journey. Nothing replaces diet and exercise, but if I had to give you guys just two products, just two that would really help you guys with your weight loss goals, these would be it. So first up, and I've talked about this before, Ultimate Thermal Fit. So Thermal Fit, my wife and I, we actually have customers that have taken Thermal Fit and are having great results. My wife takes it as well, but a lot of our customers are losing like 30, 40 pounds just on this one product, the Ultimate Thermal Fit. And it does work with thermogenics. So that's the type of product it is. It's all natural. Uses acai fruit and our Capsimax formula, so the hot peppers and things of that nature to work thermogenically in your body. So that is a tremendous product, that alone, to help you guys with your weight loss goals. The other thing that I would say, if I was going to pair something with that to help with weight loss, is I would use the It Works shake. So, and this is actually the creamy vanilla. Take it for face value. I mean, this is our vegan mix, and it's soy-free, non-GMO, dairy-free, obviously vegan, but it has a terrific taste. It's great. My wife and I, we like doing shakes in the mornings because it's an easy breakfast. Doesn't take us long to fix it. Chop up we use a magic bullet actually, but put some fresh fruit in there, or maybe even some frozen fruit if you want to make it more of a smoothie type of a drink. But it's the shake. It tastes great, and it's whatever this does, this will just help because this is so good for you. It's just got all types of good in it. So tastes good for you. And like I said, if you want to do it for like breakfast or, to kind of curb your appetite whenever you're feeling hungry, a shake will never, ever hurt you. So food for thought there with these products. Think about it. If you guys are having trouble with weight loss, by all means, message me. I can get you more details on the ThermoFit or the shake from It Works. Obviously, my wife and I, we work with It Works and love their products. So just let me know if you need help with any of those products. going on, let's talk about the meat of the show here today. Everything is relevant. So I want you to think about the innocence of a child. The innocence of a child. And whenever you're not worried about life's responsibilities, whenever you're innocent, or for most children, I should say, when you have that innocence and you don't have responsibilities, you don't have bills to pay, you don't have to go to work every day. That innocence, or those times of innocence when you're a child, it's really there. You can explore those things that you really, that bond with your heart. Those things that really, that you enjoy in life. So think about that, okay? And then sometimes, as we grow up, we get older, we get caught up in things that we find are, looking back on, we're like, that was such a waste of time. That was such a waste of time. For some people, they're finding that the college education that they got, this is just an example. For some people, college education, they're looking back and they're saying, I really wish that I would not have wasted my time or effort or money doing that. And just because they're not really seeing a huge benefit from having those credentials on their resume. So that's just one example, but there's so many things that could be part of that. It could just be maybe not taking action, maybe just drifting through life and saying, oh man, I had a couple of years there. It was really rough. I wasn't really motivated. I didn't do anything. It was such a waste of time. Why did I waste all that time not doing anything, not taking any action? Why did I waste my time at that job, at that position that I was with that company? Because it didn't really get me anywhere. I felt like I maybe was taken advantage of and not really getting where I want to go in life. So just think about that. There are things that we look back on and we say, man, that was such a time waster. And guys, we all have failures, okay? We all have failures. I've talked about failure in the past, but think about it. Sometimes we start a business and maybe it doesn't do what we want it to do, or doesn't quite happen the way we imagined it to happen, and we have to close that business down. Maybe we start a job or pursue a career, and we get in there and we realize, man, this isn't quite what I thought it to be, or this isn't the way that I imagined things. And we either leave that. So maybe you would consider that a failure, or maybe you get fired. People get fired all the time from positions. And maybe you get fired and you're like, man, I'm hitting a low spot now. So think about failures, okay? But failures, after a failure, guess what? After a failure, you have to start over. So you can see this, starting over, failure. So innocence, figuring out things that you like and care about that bond with your heart. You have times where you feel like you're wasting your time, or you look back and you're wasting your time. You look back on your past and you're like, wow, why did I do that? And then sometimes we hit absolute failure and we have to start over. So I want you to think about that. And then when we start over, guess what? If you can't at all, go back into that innocence. And you explore those things that are dear to your heart. Start over. Don't waste your time, but do it better this time. Pursue those things that you care about. You can kind of see this circle. I just kind of repeated that because I wanted you to see how that could connect, that cycle, and how everything is relevant. Guys, we'll look back on our past and those times that we were innocent, we'll say, man, I'm really glad that I had those times because it helped me figure things out. It helped me to get back to those things that I really care about, that are dear to my heart. And you look back at those times that were waste, that we consider waste, but sometimes those times we'll say, I'm not going to fall into that trap again. And in failure, we learn so much from failure, and we can proceed forward. And sometimes that gives us a clean slate to start over. So you can see how all this, the past, everything connects. It all connects, and it's all relevant, and it all will help you to live the future that you guys are shooting for. Maybe you can't see your future clearly yet, and none of us really have exactly. I mean, we may have vision, but we don't actually see how our future is. Some things surprise us. But I think as we proceed in the future, we will see that those things from the past will all connect. They'll all be relevant. We'll use every detail of our life to get to our future path, our future that we're going to live out. So think about that. Think about the cycle. I also want you to look up a YouTube video, and this is really all very relevant to what we're talking about today, that everything is relevant. Look back on a video on YouTube. It's actually Steve Jobs. So it's Steve Jobs, 2005 Stanford University commencement address. And you can look it up on YouTube. There's been a lot of views on it. But I want you to look at it. He talks about kind of three elements. He talks about the dots. He talks about connecting the dots. He talks about love, doing what you love. He also talks about how, in essence, kind of death is a great motivator. So I want you to think about these things whenever you're viewing the video, our discussion today, and I think it'll be really helpful to you guys. Again, if you guys are interested in ThermoFit, or if you guys are interested in the It Works shake, like I said, this is vegan. I believe, this is creamy vanilla. I believe we have chocolate as well. So if you want either flavor, just message me and I'll be happy to get you guys some more information on that. I have a really, really big announcement. And I know you guys, you've been sharing my good morning post, hashtag good morning. You've been sharing some of these live videos that I do, hashtag Lockerroomlive. I really appreciate you guys for doing that. So to show you guys a little love, I'm running a contest this month. Now, I said earlier on that I was going to do one of these this month. I just didn't know quite what it was. So I'm super excited to release this today to you. So for the month of July, what we're going to do, July 2017, you're going to get a point every time that you share a Locker Room Live or you share a Good Morning post. I write every morning on Facebook here. So every morning that I put one of those out, if you share it, you're going to get 1 point. The person at the end of the month, now this goes back to the 1st of July all the way to the end of July. They're all counters. So any shares of a Good Morning post or a Locker Room Live post, you're going to get a point. And you're probably wondering, what's the big prize? So I kind of hinted at this yesterday, but let me just show you. All right, guys, I don't know if you can see that or not, but this is the t-shirt, and I had this made. It's hashtag Locker Room Live, inspiration, motivation, and change. And I'm actually going to be giving away the winner a shirt. So all you guys got to do is just share the Good Morning post, share Locker Room Live. Each one's a counter, get 1 point, and I'll keep track of it. And the winner is going to get one of these. So whoever the winner is, I'll message you at the end of the month, probably give you a shout out. I want to give a big shout out to Dirty Tees. That's Dirty, T-E-A-S-E, Dirty Tees, which they actually made this shirt for me. My wife got one too. It's pretty awesome. And big shout out to them because they can do things on the fly. They can do it really, really fast. If you guys are looking to get something for a business or an event and you just need a shirt done on the fly, I highly recommend Dirty Teas here in Louisville, Kentucky. So big shout out to them. Guys, think about all this stuff that we talked about today. Really good meat here. And remember, every day you wake up, it's halftime. It's up to you to get your mind right and win the game of life. Have a blessed day, you guys. I really appreciate you tuning in. Peace.